Hey everybody, welcome in, and today we are doing something a little bit different. We're going to be jumping in live battles with Paninc and Pain, and just seeing, I'm going to be going through, explaining the difference and how and when you should be using these different abilities. I'm not going to be doing the full showcase just now, just in live action, things they're good against, things they're bad against, and we'll see it live. Because sometimes with the showcases you don't actually see, this is only just the very best about what things are actually doing. You don't always get the bad with it. So I'm all here, see the good, see the bad, and Paninc and Pain is interesting because he is a very reactional character. It's going to depend on who the opponents have to what we're going to be doing and how we're going to be reacting to this. So for those who did not know, we are doing this here live on Twitch, so if you want to catch me live and be here for this, don't be afraid, head on to my Twitch, links are in the description below, and let's just get straight into the action, and maybe you can get some live action too. So I'm going to polymorph Ursula for a start, just control Ursula enough and then go straight for the Paninc and Pain. And I'm going to Paninc and Pain down and just deal with bubbles. I don't want to deal with bubbles, I don't want to deal with Ursula, the rest of them I can manage. So Paninc and Pain, especially with their stasis ability, you are going to be wanting to pick off someone that you really want to deal with. Ouch. Ouch. That right there. If you have built a team around Hades with Paninc and Pain, that can just shut down the whole team. So that right there was nearly very nasty. That could have been bad because this team is pretty built around Paninc and Pain. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy Stitch. I don't always use this copying ability, but having it there to then go and attack and take down. And there's bugs. And I can't use the attack. So guess what? Live bugs with Paninc and Pain. And he didn't even attack. That is disgusting. Alright, we're going to... man. And now I'm just a bit too distracted with all of this. That is disgusting though. Ouch. Alright, I need to get into some of this action. Let's take down Gantu's charges. Should have been a couple of attacks onto Gantu, lowering his charges if things were working, and with Dr. F I was either meant to throw the taunt out, which I didn't get to do, or there we go. Well, we'll do this now then, since we're getting another opportunity. I'm going to throw this taunt down, and I could use the frogs, but I don't want to do it just yet. I want to go throw this taunt down. I'm doing it on Paninc and Pain, because I've used his transform, because I've got the evades on him. I want him to, boom, pop out of these evades, and proc off Hades, get him to really just pop on off and deal damage. That is what we are mainly looking for, and just get him activating as much as we can. And now that Paninc and Pain's done that, I've kind of like lightened the load on his abilities. I've used what I need to do. Don't have to worry about bubbles there at all. He's just sitting in the background. He's just being a useless character for them now, and I'm all about that. Having Paninc and Pain also getting attacked a lot means that there's going to be a lot of worthless worms popping off, giving buffs to Hades, to Ursula, to Dr. F. And if my Hades get killed here, that's not going to be pretty at all. It's not going to be nice. And he's done that on Ursula. The reason why he's done that on Ursula is so that... Okay, I'm going to do this to Gantu, just so I can not... I don't have to worry about Gantu for a while. I just want to be able to get out here and just deal with these ones. Once I've dealt with these ones, then things should be a whole lot easier. I just need to get some evades up on my Hades, and if I can get 80s with some evades going and a little bit extra shield, hopefully I should be able to survive an additional attack. And especially when I've just dropped off and got rid of those other evades. So all I need to do is get rid of her here. Ah, not enough. Ouch. But the blind may help me. That potentially could have been clutch to save my team. And this is where it's going to be interesting. You want to see the difference of Paninc and Pain also. Daisy. What? I would have 100% healed Ursula right there. 100%. If I was him, I would have healed Ursula. He's either got a choice to make. Does he go after Ursula? Or does he go after Hades? That would have been... If Hades wasn't a worm, it would have been him popping off. And now he's going to go for... Now he's going for the Hades. So, what I'm going to do now... Drop off, get some pot out there, and I just need... Hades is about to come out of that, so that's fine. So I want to transform here again, because there's no point holding on and waiting for Hades to come out. I'd rather get these evades up, throw the taunt on her again, hopefully Hades should come out of worm state. When Hades comes out of worm state, then I should also be able to chew through those evades, and he should be AoEing using his AoE. Boom, boom, boom. I should be able to get rid of Stitch. I should be able to get rid of Davy and all his little henchmen as well, and not have to worry about them. So that is... I want to hope for a slow on Davy. There we go. And now... Oh, I didn't activate because I'm Ursula. Not good. Not good. Paninc and Pain. I want to get rid of his eel, just because I don't want his eel then going forward and being irritating for me. So if there we go, now this should be better, and coming out of the transformation should be boom. With this worms, it didn't proc. Alright, I want to slowly just tickle down on Bubbles, now that Bubbles is out of there. And let's just go AoE. Damage is up. Boom. Goodbye, dead men. And this should be enough. And like Paninc and Pain just popping off there, giving more buffs. He's getting more buffs. The eels are getting buffs. Dr. F are getting buffs. And all these things just add up, like we just saw with Hades just there. Oof. And there goes Hades. That would have been another AoE, but I didn't survive. So what we will be doing, I'm just now going to be filling up this pot, hopefully. And I'm just going to be taking turns filling this pot up. Now that Hades is gone, if Hades was still there, I would have forced him a turn. Since he's not there, I'm going to see if I can... Ooh, that was a risk. I should have 100% went for the... frog. But I'm just going to use Paninc and Pain now, just to control my opponent's Stitch as much as possible. Take down his damage as much as possible. Get some shields and evades up there if possible. And then depending on what Stitch does, he's going to be causing some trouble for me. I think Hero is pretty much gone. And then it's going to be dealing with the rest. Being... I'm just going to go for Stitch. I'm going to try and get Stitch out of here first. I could try and copy Stitch. Just so that I can then attack Gantu. But I won't be needing to do that for a while. So this is yet again like depending on how things play out. How do you want to play these characters? And I'm going to go and steal the tactics here. Just don't want all the extra buffs around. You can control the whole game with Paninc and Pain. I could then go and... let's see, I'm just gonna try copy Stitch here. I could have put another one into stasis. Ah, it's bugged. I was hoping that was a one-time bug, but it seems like an all-time bug. That is a shame. That is a shame. This is not going to go well for me because of that. The 2 bugs clean. But Paninc and Pain, like if I wanted to, I could have stasis bubbles the chest or Stitch. But now that's killing me. That's going to be killing me now. And now that's going to be just not enough. So there's no point. There is no point. I'll give it to him. He got Hades out there, and then those 2 errors with Paninc and Pain. Oof, 2 up. I could have like stalled it out, and you could go for a stall one, but that's not fun. I think he deserved it for taking out Hades. So let's go and we'll try one more back-to-back match, and that was a bad mistake, bad shock with the bugs in there. They just really messed up the plans. But we'll give one more attempt match here at Paninc and Pain. See how this goes and see how well they do against other teams. That match could have gone a lot different. I could have stasis a whole lot more, controlled a whole lot more, and then I was just about to try and cancel that. But alright, let's take this time to then talk about Paninc and Pain and the other things that they can do. So yes, that bug needs to get fixed. There are still some characters that Paninc and Pain bug out about, and Stitch is one of them. So if you're using Paninc and Pain, don't go and copying a Stitch. It would have been perfect to having Gantu coming out when he attacks, then lowering his own charges and just helping to deal, using his own Stitch against him. Like, that could have been perfect. I could have also stasis a couple more, and it didn't go that way. So let's see. I'm going to go and use Ursula to get some continuous damage out, spread that continuous damage with Hades, and then Paninc and Pain to help get Hades, like, get him popping off when he's got offense up, and just help wipe characters. Like, that is like the versatility of Paninc and Pain, and they do bring a lot. They do bring a lot to the board like that. Just offering, hey, here, you can either control a character, you can copy a character and use it yourself. You can do a lot of things. Alright. And then rip it. Alright, let's get this over and attacking and done, and see if Paninc and Pain are gonna behave themselves. One last match. See if they can do what they need to do. Paninc and Pain popping off there, worthless worms, boom. I always find one interesting thing. This is one interesting thing that we can talk about from here. I find the very first one from Paninc and Pain never gives any buffs. The very first time, especially if it's Hades using his AoE so that Paninc and Pain use worthless worms, the very first time it activates, it never gives anything. Nothing ever happens. So that's just one thing to take note of. So we found a couple of bugs that are working in with Paninc and Pain. Now we'll see if we can get a proper match to finish this all off. It's going to be the last best of 3. Let us see how Paninc and Pain does to... who we got here? Mickey. So tier 8 Mickey, tier 8 Beast. This is a little bit more of some of the teams that you'll see. Generally you'll probably see Hercules in there. But right here, what I'm going to be doing first, I'm probably going to be purging, using Ursula, purge Baymax. When Baymax is purged, then I'll probably go in stasis, or maybe I'll stasis Baymax. see what the turn order is like. So I could go in and stasis Baymax. I'm just gonna go straight in there and do it. Just because I want Baymax to be, or Beast. Beast is fine too. That's fine, I don't mind that at all. But I'd rather deal with Beast than I would Baymax. Just for this team, for this specific team, I would rather get more continuous damage and all these transformations up, because I want to keep all these. I want to keep all the silences, all the transformations, all of these things. I want to keep them on the board as much as possible. And let's go AoE, hit some damage. And Worthless Worm, see it again. First time, no effects. Crazy. I don't know why it does that. Because it should be, there is a % and a chance that something will happen. But let's go. Hello froggies. Let's steal some buffs from you. And then let's go. I'm just gonna leave his Mickey and just control his Mickey is what I'm gonna look to do. And now I want to go on this. I want to copy here. I'm going to copy his bubbles. I'm going to try and slow his hero. So this is... it didn't work. If I could have got that to work. The whole idea for me here is I want to now throw a taunt on my Paninc and Pain as soon as I can. Because I want to see if I can slow down here. I want to slow down Mickey if possible. No. It's all just happening by chance. That's not good. Alright, let's take some of these buffs away from Beast. We don't want Beast with damage buff. That is not going to be nice. Now he's got to silence someone. If he silences Paninc and Pain right now, that'll be perfect. Because I want him to take longer to have his turn. No, Ursula. That's okay. That's smart, and it's fine for me because A, she's already used both of her abilities. That's going to be pretty much a nothing. And boom, clearing evades, him activating. Now Hades is now empowered, and let's get these purges out. Boom. And this is perfect. Having Beast purging all the evades, that just worked in my favor. Now I don't even need to stasis him. But what I could do is stasis Mickey, just to make sure I can get my AoEs off now, and then I don't have to worry about Mickey. I don't have to worry about him healing everybody else up, and I can just go for it. I can just go attacking everyone, and boom, here we go. Boom, Mickey's in stasis, thank you Paninc and Pain, and then he pops off Worthless Worms, and Worthless Worms is just, man, Paninc and Pain is bugged out for me today. That's not good. Ooh, going for a purge. And I don't mind because I've got no like Worthless Worms, I don't have any of those other things on the board at the moment, so it's perfectly fine. But I do like to then go and force over these turns and taunts over to Paninc and Pain. A is going to give them haste, give them more turns, help them to build up more turns, and then get their MP back so I can control more. But without Beast, I think without Beast and Mickey, I think that's his main game plan. If I take Bubbles out, then I think it should be pretty done and dusted. But let's see. I want to see if I can take a harmful immunity. I'd like a harmful immunity. Actually, let's just turn him into a worm. Even better. Let's see if we can take one of these harmful immunities. Definitely. If Mickey comes out of stasis, one good thing that stasis does, it also steals their speed. So once you've stolen their speed, you have more turn time also to then get more MP back that you can then transform Mickey or whoever else, Mickey, or I also do this for Hercules as well. I'll do the exact same strategy, and then you can polymorph them into a frog, into a worm, and then it just gives you more time to control them. That also takes more of their speed, so it takes them longer to come out of that state, and then you can control the whole team, the whole field, and that is definitely the power of Paninc and Pain. So that was interesting 3 live matches. That was especially that first one was a team they don't see too often, but there are definitely villain teams coming up in the meta. That one went terribly, partly because of the bugs, partly because of decisions I made even with the bugs. Well, now we know it's just Stitch's bug. But Paninc and Pain, they're the real deal. They are definitely the real deal, and the different way that you can play them is definitely my best part. What I like about them, I love characters that you just don't put in on auto, because them on auto are pretty terrible. But Worthless Worms not always activating when it's activating. So when it's activating, it should have been activating, but before taking damage, it should have 40% chance, so that'll happen. But when it's guaranteeing from like Hades and things like that, it's still not really doing the other thing. So it'll gain stealth and then grant a random effect to a villain, which that just wasn't happening. So still some bugs to be worked out with Paninc and Pain, and they are interesting characters, so it's going to take some working out, but I love them. Stay tuned, we will be doing a showcase on them in the future, and maybe have some special matches. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. And this is a series going forward. If you want to catch it live, link in the description of my Twitch, and then you can come here live. Let me know. My Discord also in the description. If you want to choose some characters who we have to focus in on these, I'll be aiming to go through all my tier 8s, go through all of them, and then go through other characters and get to my other rosters and characters that you just never see used, and see what usability, any bugs, any other things wrong with them. So that is the aim, that is the intent. I can't wait to hear from you guys all, and we'll see you guys next time.